Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Digital Micro, and we day trade for ROI payout here. No trade recommendations, just a trade journal. And this is the Thursday order flow signal, January 5, 2023. We're in the Globex. This is the M2K, and it's all about the trade plan Psych, setting it up for non-farm payroll Fridays. So here we are, Thursday. And I got a whole different vibe going on with what the market's doing versus how we've done the last 2 days. So I'm being very careful here. I'm going to look at the hour before the RTH open, and I'm not going to force the hand. It's got to be real easy layups here, and I'm not going to overtrade today at all. Yesterday was super active. Right now, I've just had one scratch sequence on a fade, learned something on that. On the right side, you see this 5-minute. This is the story. We have bulls keeping it above the day one anchored VWAP, and the year-to-date VWAP, that's staying strong too. So I'm going to pay attention to where price is trading on location and who's winning this tug of war, bulls or bears, and how are we going to close out the week with this big non-farm payroll coming up. So let's get to the charts. 24-hour candle chart. So as far as algo signal, we don't have any. I'm going to look at the mid Bollinger Band. So location, we've tried to go above it and we haven't. And so that's something to look at. On the downside, I'm looking at this 82. Price doesn't seem to me to want to really go down right now. So I want to be very careful if I'm fading that I've got a target above 82. And as far as longs go, yeah, I'd be open to taking a long if it was the right setup and the right time zone. Let's look at the strength below on the order flow. So what we've got on the strength of the hits is 4 straight days above zero. The last 2 were the right color. Cumulative delta is starting to lift. So if offers are lifting here, I want to be very cautious on any fading. And the pace here, we've got the right color, it's green. So again, I'm not long here. I'm just waiting here to put on some size if there's a big setup. And let's go to the next chart. 120-minute. What we've got on price action on the algo order flow is a sell here with the delta of 54. Yeah, I've got this red line here as 82.1. As far as RTH goes, I'm going to play it real cool for the first 15 to 30 minutes to see if we can get some upward thrusts towards this 96 1800 area. I'm not sure we've got enough go juice to do that because of the strength of the hits here on the order flows, just really neutral in the zero area, and the cumulative delta, although it's green, that's not enough here to really get escape velocity. The pace, nothing to speak of. So that wraps the 120. Next chart. Renko, I just got out of this fade I was doing on a short because although I had an up thrust sell and a pullback trend sell, it just wasn't happening. You see this marker at 82.5. We never got there and everything's green. But the order flow was what really got me. The histogram, the strength of the hits. We had supply coming in, but price wasn't agreeing. And the cumulative delta had a little bit of red, but not much. And the pace, same thing, very little on the sell. So what that's telling me, there's a bid on this, and the key is this day one VWAP. So here we are, January 5th, and prices are above in Europe Globex 82.3. If we can't basically go below that and stay below that, it's a buyer's market right now, and I'm not going to basically look to fade anything until I'm at 1790 or above on this upper Keltner. As far as level below, 1773 marks the spot, and I had actually some orders down to 73, 74. We never got there. You can see here right around Europe Globex time zone pivot, we did get to 76, 77. So that's been around the low. That's all I got on the Renko. 5-minute up next. 5-minute. Okay, I've got to pay a lot more attention to this and just stay on this for the rest of the session. Globex 11.7 handles. And what you've got here is this delta at 734, and that looked to me like what a lot of effort and not a lot of results. So I missed this, and I actually was trying to buy here on the bottom, and I wasn't looking at this particular chart, but see this line here on the blue. I've got to watch that because this is the 2023 anchored VWAP 1775.6, and look how bulls defended that. So again, the tell here is only a minus 63 delta. So up here is a zone 85s, and you can see the delta weakened, but we got a pullback trend sell, but it didn't really happen because here's the day one anchored VWAP I pointed out on the rank goal. So that's being defended. So no action. Just watch the news, watch the price, and look at down here the strength of the hits. Really no supply. There is no supply strength. The cumulative delta stayed green really since an hour after the Europe pivot, and the pace is really just not doing much. So I'm going to watch the news events an hour before the RTH, and this is what I'm going to watch real carefully. Can we get some escape velocity above these 85 area into the mid 90s? So 10 handles above is something that would be of interest to me. Aloha, take care.